All right, y'all. Lauren Brown, Code 541 CrossFit. We're looking at Coach Dev Lesson 6, expanding on the lesson plan. So I have chosen this two-part workout, Part A, which is 4 rounds for time, 400-meter run, 18 push press at 95-65, and 6 muscle ups. Our stimulus on this is 15 to 20 minutes. Part B is an 8-minute EMOM. We've got alternating between even minute and odd minute, a legless rope climb, and a regular rope climb. From the get-go, I'm going to put a little more priority on Part A, okay? I have working time within EMOMs to help people out, right? So during that minute, I can pop around and give a little more one-on-one time as needed. So I'm going to recruit my working time with people to be actually within that EMOM. That has worked for me really well in the past, okay? So how I'm going to budget my time for this. Non-negotiables, starting out 3 minutes for a whiteboard brief. On the backside, I want at least 7 minutes for a cool down, or I'm going to shoot for 7 minutes. And then if things get pushed a little bit, as long as I'm falling around that 5-minute time frame, I'm looking good. So moving forward, from minute 3 to minute 15, I'm going to work a hybrid of a general and a specific warm-up. A lot of my focus is going to go to muscle ups and muscle up progressions. Why did I budget 12 minutes there? Well, I like to really think about all the things that encompass this. So in order for me to go over a handful of different muscle up progressions, that's going to take me a minute or two, okay? And then we actually have working time for the general and specific warm up. So that's why I've kind of blended those two things together. We'll get our heart rate up on the row, and then we will be working some muscle up progressions so people know where they're at and what they can do when we get to the Metcon. So I will be finishing up my general and specific warm-up within 15 minutes of class. I've buffered myself a 3-minute break here. Bathroom break, get your lives organized, okay, before we start Part A. We have up to 20 minutes for our workout today, so that's 5 minutes around stimulus. Doable, okay, if we're moving pretty efficiently through whatever our muscle ups or muscle up progression is. So from minute 18 to minute 38, that is completely blocked out for Part A, because I may have an athlete that goes right up to the 20-minute mark. From there, if I'm looking at how much time I have left in my class, okay, so Part A is finishing at 38. I have put myself ideally for 7 minutes for the cool down. That gives me from minute 38 to minute 53 to get the rest of class done, okay? So working backwards, that puts my 8-minute EMOM running from minute 45 to minute 53. That is that 8 minutes right there, okay? I gave myself a little wiggle room right here, okay? From 38 to 45, we're gonna go over rope-specific stuff, okay? If I have people who can do legless, we're going to talk about some strategies there. Talk about footwork if we're J-hooking, if we are just learning and we're sitting on a box. I've got a handful of things to go over before we get into the EMOM so people know where to be and what they're doing. If I have time, you know, depending on how things are flowing and the skill level of my class, depending on where it's at, maybe I got time to get barbells away between that 38 to 45. Otherwise, I will bring that over to the cool down. But all in all, I think I've budgeted myself appropriate time to spend on the skills that I want to, which is going to be the muscle up progression. We've plugged in breaks, okay? We've plugged in specific time for the EMOM, and then we've got ourselves budgeted for a nice cool down right there. So that is how I would allot my time for this 2-part workout this week.